Welcome back to the AI Daily Brief Headlines Edition, all the daily AI news you need in around 5 minutes. Well, friends, rumors about OpenAI's agent have reached fever pitch as the company gears up for release. The company's operator agent is slated for release this week, according to the information. They wrote that Operator is designed to help with tasks like making dinner reservations or booking flights. Essentially, it sounds like it's able to automate simple tasks within a web browser. And while these use cases might be among those that I constantly rail against people actually caring about, although I have had some of you say that you do want help booking flights, maybe the more interesting news is what OpenAI has planned for future agentic releases. The information again reported that, quote, the company is working on AI to help senior software engineers handle more complex programming tasks, a key step in the company's attempt to develop artificial general intelligence that outperforms people at most economically valuable work. The goal is apparently to create a coding agent capable of handling coding problems that involve multiple steps. This would be in line with the type of agent Sam Altman was talking about when he wrote at the beginning of January that, quote, we may see the first AI agents join the workforce and materially change the output of companies. OpenAI has reportedly been preparing to test an early version of their coding agent with select customers as they try to make the product as useful as possible. Whereas many coding assistants up till now have been aimed at helping junior and mid-level engineers, the information writes, the new coding agent OpenAI is developing, by contrast, is geared towards senior software engineers. It would likely connect to their code repository so that it could handle complex tasks like code refactoring, the process of simplifying code or making it more understandable to human programmers so they can modify it more easily or prevent the introduction of glitches into the codebase. It could also help identify and reduce duplicate code across a codebase. Sources say the goal is to replicate a level 6 or senior staff engineer, a level of programmer that's expected to be able to take broad guidance from managers and then independently design new apps, features, and systems. Jason Liu, a developer and AI consultant, said that this level of agent would have clear demonstrable ROI and could boost OpenAI's ability to win enterprise business. Liu reflected on working with the current crop of coding assistants, stating, everything I do takes 7 hours and it feels like I just end up becoming a manager to 10 dumb interns. For now, I think many are just waiting with bated breath to see what Operator actually looks like. Then again, knowing AI, by the time you're listening to this, it could have already come out. Next up in the headlines, Databricks have officially closed that latest fundraising round we've talked about before, raising $10 billion in equity and a further $5 billion in debt. The new announcement revealed that Meta had participated as a strategic investor. In an interview last week, Databricks CEO Ali Ghodsi said that his company has been working closely with Meta's Llama team. It's not clear whether Databricks is a customer of Meta or the other way around, or both. Either way, this is another big investment for Meta in the AI space, following their investment in Scale AI last year. Rihar Jark writes, this move might signal Meta is starting to think about more B2B use cases outside of advertising for their LLM efforts. Moving over into phone land, Samsung have released the latest version of their flagship mobile handset, the Galaxy S25, complete with an integrated version of Google's Gemini Assistant. The updated assistant is now natively multimodal and capable of completing complex tasks across multiple apps. You can hold a conversation with the assistant and also add pictures or videos for reference. In the coming months, Samsung says they'll add screen sharing and live video streaming capabilities. Giving an example of the functionality, Google said users could ask Gemini to search for high-protein lunch ideas and then save them to the Notes app. The key point here is that the assistant can carry out these multi-stage tasks across up to 2 apps from a single prompt. Basic on one level, but still a big step towards AI assistants becoming a new type of interface rather than just an information tool. For many, it's just another big question mark around Apple's AI strategy. Professor Ethan Malik writes, the last couple weeks seems to really challenge Apple's strategy on AI. The labs are demonstrating advanced agentic models that can run on a phone, some locally, while Apple seems locked into a long-term plan of releasing very limited on-device AI features that get obsoleted fast. Apple seems to bet heavily on slow AI development, narrow use cases, and privacy being a paramount concern to users. So far, those don't seem to be the direction things are heading. I am never one to count Apple fully out, but boy, do they have some ground to catch up on. For now, though, that is going to do it for today's AI Daily Brief Headlines Edition. Next up, the main episode.